What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Yeah, anyways. Now, of course, my voice is like, I just woke up about an hour ago, so I'm very, still in the process of waking up. I wanted to drop this line before I go, and I'm actually going to judge a show today. Actually, head judging today here in Ashburn, Virginia at the Shop Gym. And on the drive, the sun was rising. It was a beautiful drive in. There's no traffic. It was just, really serene and quiet and allowing me to kind of focus and let my mind wander a little bit when I'm driving, which, I do a lot when I drive. And it really hit me today, as I'm heading to this show, through a pandemic and everything. At 44 years old, I'm turning 45 in about a month and a half. I'm exactly who I always wanted to be. As a person, as a man. I do feel like I'm living up to the potential that I have right now. I feel like everybody has unlimited potential, but I feel like for what I understand that I can do, what I understand, what potential that I have, I feel like I'm living up to it. I step back and I go, morally and, ethically, I'm the person that I always wanted to be. I used to do drugs. I was a criminal. I've turned that around. I've changed it. Drug addiction. I've kicked drug addiction. I beat heroin. I'm looking at it I'm an NPC judge, a national judge, a head judge. I travel all over the place judging, some of the biggest competitions that we have to offer in America. I have my own business, a supplement company, a training company, a clothing company, the new one, Peacefully Violent. I have an amazing wife who's super supportive and just cares about me. I have an awesome dog. My mom is doing well with her cancer treatments, and my life is really fit together right now, exactly how I'd always wanted to. I just got a text on the way here from a friend who, it dawned on me that some of my good friends were my idols when I was younger. And I'm shaking my head going, how did you get this life? This is the life you've always wanted. This is the life that you've always dreamed of, truly. And it all just started with me deciding to be the best version of myself. In one step at a time, one day at a time, one decision at a time. It led to bricks in a wall, one brick at a time in that wall until you finally get to where you want to be. I'm a Freemason, a 3rd degree master Freemason. I have, my brothers at the lodge who are amazing and, always supportive and some of the best people around me. I have some of the best people around me energetically, caring wise, and just morally good people around me, all around me. The people in my life right now, I'd say everybody in my life right now makes my life better. It elevates my life. It inspires me to be better and to be more. And I don't know how I got here. The problem is I've kept my head down and moving forward so long, so hard, so much. I never take the time to stop and look and pay attention to what I've accomplished. I'm not the guy that pats myself on the back. I'm the guy that, I do something. Literally 2 minutes later, I'm okay, it's in the past. What do I do to move forward? What's next? And it's always been that way. It's been that way with bodybuilding shows. It's been that way with work. It's been that way with traveling. It's been that way with business. It's been that way with competing. I think I already said competing. But literally, it's been put your head down and move forward. Ever since I got off heroin, I haven't stopped to pay attention, which I think might be part of the reason for my success, is I just keep moving forward. And every day I surprise myself with something. Here I am, I'm going to go sit down and head judge over here. 20 years ago when I was addicted to heroin, that's the furthest thing from my life that I could ever be. I couldn't do this. I wouldn't be able to sit at a table for hours at a time. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing right now, addicted to drugs. I literally lived this life where I was an adolescent and a young adult that was into working at clubs and pro wrestling, which again, people may say that those things are their ideal life, right? I've lived through them all, pro wrestling, working at different clubs, traveling, competing in bodybuilding, shifting into judging, becoming a Freemason, starting my own businesses, traveling the world with some of the biggest supplement companies that have ever been put together. And some of my close friends are my former idols that I looked up to, that I aspired to be like. And as I sit here in the parking lot getting ready to walk in, I realize, holy shit, I am like them. They look at me as a peer now. It's kind of mind-blowing, you know what I mean? And watching the sunrise, it all just kind of hit me at once when I was driving. I was like, holy shit, what is success? You know, maybe people would consider what I had 5 years ago success, 2 years ago, last year success. I don't believe that success is something that you reach. I believe it's something you constantly strive for, and it changes, and you try to improve and grow and do better and better at it in general. But overall, I guess this is probably the happiest time I've ever had in my entire life, that I haven't been on drugs, because drugs make you happy, like a false sense of happiness. But you know, it's the happiest, most content time I've ever been in my entire life with myself and my life. I'm confident in who I am. I like who I am. I enjoy my life now. I really don't have reasons to be pissed. I know I sound pissed when I do the videos a lot, but that's passion. There's a big difference between being mad and passionate. And I think when you attack life with passion, life has a way of bringing things to you to fulfill your destiny and fulfill your life, to have a fulfilling life. So I'm going to go here and judge this competition. Good luck to all the athletes in there. Thank you everybody who comes, you know, throughout the day to show up and support these athletes, myself and the NPC. And have a great weekend, guys.